One of the great trades that the Reds ever made, conversely one of the worst trades the San Francisco Giants ever made. And you came into a Reds clubhouse with all those guys firmly entrenched as card-carrying members of a team that, along with your help in a number of short years, would become one of the great teams in the history of baseball. What kind of teammate was Pete when you walked in as a member of the Reds, no longer with the Giants?
Am I on? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, take your wallets off. $50 for every person. No, but Pete Rose go back being a team player. He moved from second base to the outfield. He moved from the outfield to third base. He did whatever he needed to take to help the team win. And it just, a guy like him, he'll sacrifice himself for the team. And that's a team player in itself. And that guy, like nobody like that. And everywhere he went, he brought a winner.
Larkin to the big leagues by what, 2 years? You came in '84, Barry came in '86.
Yeah, he was a baby.
He was the baby of the stage here. Your first, obviously, connection with Pete when you came to Cincinnati, you played with him and played under him as a manager. How much involvement did he have with the young hitters on this club? You have to respect your batting coach, but at the same time, if you had a problem, did you ever go to him and he helped you out?
Well, he didn't never come directly to you. He spoke through Tony. He spoke through Lee May, some of the other coaches. He didn't want to have a direct correlation with any particular player because sometimes people would think that he played favorites, which he didn't. But what Pete did for me when he came here was he saved me, really, because they was trying to change me and change my style and make me hit the ball on the ground and run because we had turf. And I remember vividly, I was leading off and I popped the bunt up. And he called me to the end of the dugout and he said, listen, son, he said, when you can hit the ball as far as you can hit it in the red seats and I know you can steal bases, every time you bunt, it's $100. And at that time, I was only making $32,000, so I never bunted again.
He didn't tell me that.
He didn't tell you that, Barry?
I wasn't hitting the ball in the red seats, so he didn't tell me that. He told me too much.
He took the ball club over here that was extremely young and extremely talented. I mean, you talk about Barry Larkin, Paul O'Neill, Kurt Stillwell, Cal Daniels, Tracy.
His relationship with me was a little more personal because he talked to me about the responsibilities of being a Cincinnatian and representing the team. He talked to me about how to kind of handle myself in the public in Cincinnati. So it was really a very personal, kind of a father-like relationship that we had.
Right. George, in your case, you walk into that clubhouse and all those players are there, and there's no question but it was just a matter of time before this team did what it did. That's when back-to-back world championships, and of course, forevermore be known as the Big Red Machine, which you were a very vital part of. But in Pete's case, was there ever a time when you felt like you needed to talk to him about any aspect of this ball club, and was he free and willing to give advice if other players asked for it?
He was always there to give advice, but the thing that he did for me, when I talked about being a team player, he moved from left field to third base to give me an opportunity to play every day. Because from then on, the Big Red Machine started to roll. We won like 41 out of 50 games after myself and Ken Griffey Sr. got into the lineup. But if he didn't want to move to third base, that would never happen. So moving to third base gave me an opportunity to play.
Going back to Game 6 of the 1970 to win it. Earlier in that game, you threw Denny Doyle.
He's coming back and he's playing and he still has some things. I remember the first game we played, I want to say it was against the Cubs. And swung the bat well, he hustled, he ran, and the play wasn't even close, and he dove head first just for the fans. That was Pete Rose. And everything that he did, there was a meaning to it. Every time that he talked to the young players, there was a meaning to it. And I don't think that we would have been nearly what we thought we would have been had it not been for Pete Rose.
Fellas, thanks so much for being with us here tonight, for sharing your stories about our friend Pete Rose. Let's hear it for George Hoffman, Barry Martin, I don't think I need to tell you that Pete was so much more than just a baseball player. He was a friend, as we've heard, and also a family man. Pete deeply loved his children and grandchildren, and now we invite Pete's daughter, Vaughn Rose, up to say a few words about her dad.
Wow, this is absolutely amazing. We started back in November when we brought our dad home, and we mourned with everyone. We celebrated him. But tonight, everyone in the stands, all the jerseys, we're really here to celebrate him. And I'm so happy to be here, as the rest of my family. Before I get going, I actually want to thank the Castellini family, Rick Walls from the Hall of Fame, Karen Forgas from the Hall of Fame, the entire Reds organization. These guys have been amazing. They have accommodated every single one of our needs and really have made this special for not only our family, but the fans who are also our family. So coming off yesterday's news, we were boarding a plane in Seattle and I got a phone call at about 10:15 from our attorney, Jeffrey Lenko, who was instrumental in that decision or taking this back to the commissioner in December. I so wanted to be the one standing here at this podium and announcing to everyone that the ban had been lifted, but I'm so happy we can again celebrate that tonight. One step at a time, step at a time. I think the emotion was overwhelming. I called Petey, I called Kara from the plane. My kids, I think, thought someone died because I got emotional at the airport, but it was really a big deal. And I can tell you, during my meeting with the commissioner, as my son called him, Commissioner Gordon, so classic, oh my God. But in that meeting, the commissioner was so grateful. He was gracious, kind, really gave me a forum to talk about my dad, not the baseball player, but the father, the grandfather, and really what he means to the fan of Cincinnati. And I was able to take from that visitation here in Cincinnati and actually express to the commissioner the overwhelming feeling of love and gratitude for my dad and what he gave to this city. And this city was my dad. As my brother said, Cincinnati baseball, it's in our DNA. We're West Siders. And it really, West Side. What up? Got the gang symbol. But literally this night, again, it's amazing. This is really for you all. You are our extended family. We sitting on this field, we have an amazing legacy from kids to grandkids. Everyone who knows him, who he's touched before, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Actually, my entire family appreciates each and every one of you for coming here tonight like a World Series sellout to celebrate Charlie Hustle, the hit king, our dad, and our grandkid, Pete Rose. Thank you all so much.